Are you considering undertaking a build tender process for your townhouse development but aren't sure of the issues you might run into? Well, stick around because in this video, I'll share the challenges that you can expect to face and how we manage them. Let's get into it. Hey guys, Peter Kelly here from Little Fish Property Developments, helping you maximize the value of your land and generate wealth through low-risk residential development projects. We share everything you need to deliver successful projects time and time again on this channel. So if you're new around here, make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn the bell notifications on so you don't miss anything. The first challenge is hitting the budget without affecting the quality. In the current climate or any fluid market, this isn't as simple as it might sound. There can be significant differences between original estimate or expectations that were set 1 to 2 years ago and the current market realities. This is all a part of the game. It highlights how critical it is to know where you can downspec or delete items from a build or development. Understanding and learning how to value manage a product takes time and experience. You need to think about what can be pulled out and what won't affect the quality or the value of the product. Think stone. You could have a hero stone in the kitchen, then you might pull back to a complementary secondary stone in the other wet areas. Intelligent decisions like this make the difference when building to a budget. Next, I want to talk about how to review and compare tender submissions. This comparison and review process is a super important step. You need to ensure you are comparing apples with apples. There is no point automatically selecting the cheapest builder without fully understanding their tender submission, price inclusions, and more importantly, their exclusions. After comparing submissions and going through the post-tender clarification process, you often find the builder that was the cheapest at the start isn't actually the cheapest once you've gone through this process. Other factors apart from the cost need to be considered. I'm talking program, timeline, start time, current workload capabilities, previous experience for this type of project, delay damages, fixed price or cost plus, etc., etc. This can be quite a tricky part of the tender process if you haven't done it before. It's hard to know what you're looking at if you have never reviewed a builder's tender submission. Whatever you do, don't accept the lowest price until you are confident that you have compared apples with apples. It will take more time and more effort, but it's a non-negotiable, and this will avoid potential surprises later on. The next challenge is your tendering process timeline. Currently, we are experiencing delays in this process given how busy the industry is right now. Builders are taking longer than usual to complete their submissions. Prices are also returning higher, which means a lot more time spent during that post-tender review period, value managing and reviewing the design to try and save money where possible and still achieve an outcome that everyone wants. The key here is to get everything to your builders as soon as possible and ensure that you follow them up regularly and that you are seeing progress. You need to be communicating closely with your builders throughout the entire process. The fourth challenge is the ability to value manage your project to the right price. I touched on the importance of value managing your project earlier. Knowing whether to delete items versus downspec an item can be difficult. Understanding the value of specific elements or materials within the development and the impact that they can have on the end sale is essential to complete the value management process correctly. Will people actually pay more for X versus Y, or am I overcapitalizing on my development? These are the things that you need to think about and the decisions you need to make confidently. The next challenge, number 5, is ensuring everything is included. Some builders don't provide a complete schedule for review, so it can be hard to know what has been included and what hasn't. If it is a new builder that you're working with, it is essential to ensure all plans, reports, permit conditions, schedules, etc. have been reviewed and captured by the builder. Using a document transmittal is an excellent way to ensure this is done. The goal is to avoid variations by minimizing and eliminating any gaps in the scope. Next up, challenge number 6 is managing your expectations. For us, this is probably one of the hardest things. We manage projects for clients, so it is their expectations that we need to control. It's not uncommon for clients to expect products or services today at the 2020 market prices. If only that were possible. So it would be best if you keep your expectations tight. You must understand that the market is fluid, so you must plan for it. It's also important to understand what the purpose of your development is. business? Is it for a dream home or investment? Sell or rent? Once you have clarity around the end goal, you need to plan and make decisions with that in mind. The last challenge in the tendering process that you need to think about is selecting the right builder for your project. Have they worked in the area? Have they done this type of build before? Have they got a good reputation in the industry? And have they come recommended by others? Selecting the right builders to add to your tender pool is probably the most critical aspect of your build. This will save significant time, effort, and headaches. There is no point getting to the end of your 4 to 5 week process to realize that you haven't got a competent builder in your selection of builders. I've covered the best way to select your builder on this channel. So if you're interested in more detail and information of getting this right, I've added the link up the top here. That's it, guys. That's a wrap. Hopefully you're getting a ton of value from these training videos. We love making them. So if you have any questions or topics that you'd like us to tackle, please drop them in the comments box below. And of course, if you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe and turn the bell notifications on so you don't get left behind. I'm Peter Kelly. Thanks for watching. And until next time, happy developing.